Welcome again to Obsessive Cycle Disorder. Today we're going to take a break from our street tracker project and I'm going to show you a little about my motorcycle bench. It's homemade. We're going to do this video because I'm doing an upgrade on it today and we'll go ahead and walk you right through that. The way I made this thing is I used 2x6 lumber that I actually got for free from a manufactured housing factory here in town. I imagine if you buy this lumber, it'd probably be, I don't know, $100, $150 for the lumber. See if I can get in close here. Okay, see, I used doubled up 2x6s. There's one here and one here. It's kind of hard to see with the shadow. So this thing will hold a serious amount of weight. I put it on some casters. I think the combined rated weight for the casters, I think it's about 1,500 pounds. You know, it's much heavier than any motorcycle I'll ever put up on there. On the top, I made removable, and all it is this is more waste from that same factory. It's tongue and groove plywood. It's 1 inch thick. It's pretty beefy stuff here. So what I did is I just joined the tongue and grooves here. Those are all glued front to back here. And I screwed those to some more of the tongue and groove scrap pieces. And those things fit down here in between this. So the top actually holds the table square. And that's about it. It was really easy to build. I didn't go off a plan or anything. I just knew, you know, I wanted these cross members and I wanted the doubled up legs. I used the tongue and groove on the bottom for the shelf, which fits these, you know, big plastic totes real well. These are all the parts that I've pulled off of the Kawasaki so far. But yeah, I think that's about the size of it. Absolutely no reason to be working off the floor. You could go build this for $100, $150. The upgrade we're going to do today is I bought that wheel chock. Before now, if you watch the prior videos, I just had a tie down going over the engine and I looped it underneath this board here. It worked. I wasn't crazy about it. That wheel chock, you can see, you know, holds the weight. The kickstand isn't even touching. So it holds the bike up all by itself. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to bolt that to the top of this. And let's get started. I got this wheel chock from Harbor Freight. With a coupon, I believe it was about $40. So absolutely no reason to not do it. I think the way I'm going to mount this, it has holes pre-drilled for mounting in a trailer or a truck bed. I'll go ahead and put some lag screws through that to hold the back of it down. And for some reason the front does not have any, so I'm going to have to drill some, and I might just go ahead and bolt that straight through. I'll see what I have for hardware. I know I have lag screws, but yeah, we're gonna have to drill out some holes and we'll get this thing bolted down and get the motorcycle loaded back up on it. So this is where we are so far. I got that hole and that hole all drilled. Got some nice long bolts, nylock nuts, and a nice big washer to go up on the bottom side. So we'll go ahead and get those installed. And we're all set, ready to load back up. In case we missed any details, what I did is I just chose a spot in here to drill a couple of holes for these bolts. You know, start with a center punch. I drilled it out with a smaller drill bit and stepped it up to the 5/16. Here in the back, I just used some nice beefy wood screws to hold it in the back. I didn't figure these are going to be under the kind of pressures the ones on the front will be. This is really just to keep the wheel chock square on the table. So I think those will be okay. I may end up switching those out later for some bolts that go straight through. But this is nice and solid. I think it's going to work out fine. Considering I got the lumber for free, which I know that's not fair, that's expensive lumber. I have about under $50 wrapped up in this table, including the casters and the wheel chock. I just use a motorcycle ramp to get the bike up onto the table. If you don't have access to free 2x6s, which most people I suppose don't, you're gonna end up spending, you know, with the wheel chock and the casters, I bet this is still under $200. I didn't work off any plans or anything. I just figured it out as I went along, and it's a real sturdy table. Haven't had a real big bike on it yet, just the little Kawasaki so far. But, you know, even working on it, it's solid as rock. You could pound on it, and would have no reservations putting that motorcycle on it.